All right, good morning, everyone. Can you all hear us? Good morning. Can you all hear us? You have to turn on your cameras and speak, or else we'll have to remove you from the meeting. Good morning. We have 100
Good morning. I can hear you.
Morning.
Turn off this one so the echo is not there. So we have 100 spaces on the Zoom and 517 students signed up. So I need all cooperations so that everybody can be a part of it. If you're not cooperating, then we're going to have to remove you from the meeting. So the first thing, welcome everyone. This CSEC session is hosted by Western STEM Academy. We also need all persons muted as there is an echo. Okay. Okay, now we'll fix the echo. So everybody is hearing us. Give us a thumbs up if you are hearing us. Give us a thumbs up. Do you know how to thumbs up on Zoom? All right, so we're here to have a really amazing session. This is our annual CSEC workshop that is hosted for students in Jamaica, right across the region. We do have students here who are in Jamaica from various schools, as well as students who are in different Caribbean countries. So there are a few housekeeping matters that we need to first finalize. There is a WhatsApp group. However, we realize that the WhatsApp group has not been used, we're not using it for what we're actually supposed to be using it for. So we're looking at the comments, and frequently we have to turn off the chat. I'm asking us to just keep it positive, keep it flowing, or else we'll take you out of the group if you're not keeping it positive. We're all about positivity. We are Western STEM Academy. We have been doing this from 2020, hosting CSEC sessions that have been doing extremely well. Students have gone on to get all grade ones after attending these sessions. And we also have students who were placed in the Caribbean in terms of top 10 in the Caribbean, top 10 in Jamaica, just by being a part of these sessions. So you are a part of something great, and we do expect your full cooperation. We do expect, we have a lot of prizes and surprises. Here are some of them just coming in. So it's going to be an amazing day. So in addition to the knowledge that you're going to get, you're also going to be getting some gifts. If you are ready, let me hear you unmute and just say yes. Let me hear you unmute and say yes.
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 Let me hear everybody. What about the
Yes.
YouTube? Let me hear you unmute and say yes. I have to hear those yes. Let me hear them.
Yes.
Only heard a few.
Yes.
We're not ready.
C.
Somebody's saying C. I see you're in the Spanish mood doing your Spanish orals. All right. So welcome everyone. By way of introductions, my name is Felisa Ricketts Graham. I'm the principal and founder of Western STEM Academy. I'm also a CSEC teacher. I teach chemistry, physics, biology, and a little bit of math. Some other members of the team are here. I'm going to allow Miss Scarlett to introduce herself. Miss Scarlett, you can go ahead. It's Felisa Ricketts Graham. I'm the principal and founder of Western. No, it won't. Go ahead, Miss.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Shakura Scarlett, and I'm the administrator here at Western STEM Academy.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Scarlett. So we'll now have Miss Miles. Miss Miles, you may go ahead and introduce yourself. I'll pause.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Tony Miles, and I'm one of the teachers here as well as a supervisor.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Mel. So we are now going to go to our staff members who are online at this moment. Ms. Simpson was online. Ms. Simpson?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miss Simpson, Miss Rochelle Simpson. I am a teacher here at Western STEM Academy. I teach CSEC English, Literature, Principles of Business, Principles of Accounts, and IT.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Simpson. Are there any other members of staff on? Am I missing any of them? All right, so the first order of business is we're going to start with prayer. So we're going to allow Ms. Miles to pray. So Ms. Miles will allow you to pray now.
All right, bow your heads while I pray. Most righteous and eternal Father, Jesus, as we come before you today, gathered for this CSEC workshop, we ask that you guide our minds and open our hearts to receive the knowledge and information that will be shared with us. Help us to understand the complexities and challenges of combating CSEC and to be inspired to take action. Lord Jesus, I pray for all the victims of CSEC, those who have suffered physical, emotional, and psychological harm. We ask that you give them the strength to heal and recover from their experiences. Help us to be advocates for their rights and to work towards creating a world where they're safe and protected. We pray for the organizers and speakers of this workshop. Give them the wisdom to share their knowledge effectively and the courage to encourage their important work. We ask that you bless them and their families. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen, amen. Thank you so much, Ms. Miles, for praying for us. Now we're going to go straight into our welcome and introductions. Let us know if you're all still hearing us. Some persons said their cameras are not working. All right, so greetings again, everyone. We're happy that you're able to join us for our third. This will be the third. We started 2020. Well, we've been doing this since 2020. So our CSEC workshop, right? We've been doing this. This is something that we really love. We look forward to this time here at Western STEM Academy because we're able to gather with students right across Jamaica, the region, different schools. That's the beauty of this workshop, where, you know, in usual circumstances, you're just seeing your students or your classmates. However, in this forum, on this platform, you're able to meet with other students and realize that, guess what? You are not the only one in this. You're not the only one doing CSEC. There are a lot of you. There are thousands of you right across the region sitting the same examinations, and we're stronger together than apart. So this forum is actually geared towards getting you together, allowing you to share with each other, to encourage you, to motivate you. In other years, we usually go into various subject areas, but for this year, we want to know what are the areas that you are having challenges with, so that for our next workshop, we're able to go into specific subject areas. So Western STEM Academy, just to give you a little background, we are a full-time international school for students from grades 1 to 11. We have a very strong CSEC program. We have grades 10 and 11 students. Some of our students are on. I see some of them in the Zoom. Let me see all the Western STEM Academy students. Where are you? Raise your hand if you're a Western STEM Academy student. Raise your hand. Okay, and Ngozi is here. Nicholas is here somewhere. Celine is here. Awesome. So there are a lot of you who are on, and there are also students from other schools who we will actually be hearing from. So our focus right now is on getting you to the finish line, because we understand that CSEC plays a very important role in every student's future. It will affect you as you go into the working world, as you matriculate to university. And we want to ensure that you go out and you are prepared, you get the best results so that you can actually be qualified, or you'll go into university with all your CSEC, not just in passes, in 3s or 2s, but in grade 1s. So my mission, our mission as a team here is for you to get all grade 1s, and you'll hear us talk about that a lot, that our mission is for you to get grade 1s in all your subject areas. All right, so this is not about us, it's more about you. So we're going to turn over to you to allow you to introduce yourselves. And remember that we'll have some prizes. So from your introduction, we will be picking a random winner today. We have some call credit from Digicel and Flow. We are mixing it up, keeping it spicy. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is going to be shared in the groups on the Zoom platform, but we're going to now allow you to introduce yourselves. All right, so let's have a volunteer before I call on any name. Who would like to go ahead and introduce themselves? Him or herself. Who would like to start?
Good morning. I like to start.
Kayla? You can unmute. I think I allowed you to unmute, right?
Yes. My name is Kayla
Yes, you
Jackson.
can unmute. Let me know in the chat if you're able to unmute. All right, okay, they can unmute. All right, so since we're not hearing you, okay, Kayla said she can. All right, Kayla, you're going to be the first person to go ahead and introduce yourself. So Kayla, the introduction will be in this format. Let me just share my screen so you know what to do. Maybe that's why we're not volunteering all at once, because we don't know how to do it. So you're going to tell us, let me go to that slide. You're going to tell us your name, the school that you attend, and are you ready for exams? So go ahead, Kayla, you'll start us off, and you might just be the lucky winner for going first today. Kayla, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Kayla Jackson. I attend the San Diego High School, and I don't think I'm ready for exam as yet because I'm doing 2 foreign languages, which is French and Spanish, and I've been preparing for the orals, so I have not touched the sciences as yet, and I'm doing all 3.
All right, Kayla, we missed you. I realized what was happening, that we were turned down, not have any echoes, so we're going to just ask you to go from the top one more time. Sorry about that.
My name is Kayla Jackson, and I attend the San Diego High School, and I don't think I'm quite ready for exams because I've been preparing myself for French and Spanish orals, which I did this week. So, and I do all 3 sciences too, so I don't think I'm ready for the sciences, but like for maths and English, I think I'm partially ready.
All right, thank you so much, Kayla. We appreciate you sharing. So Kayla is actually our first winner here today. You've won yourself a Digicel credit. Well, do you have Digicel or Flow?
Digicel.
All right, so Kayla is our first winner of our Digicel credit. So we're going to allow Miss to send Miss Scarlett a message. Miss Scarlett is going to share her number in the group right now. So you can just text in the WhatsApp group. You're in the WhatsApp group, Kayla?
Yes, miss.
All right, so you've won yourself $100 in Digicel credit for being bold, because that's a part of being successful. You have to be bold. So let's give Kayla a clap. She started us off. Good job. Congratulations. All right, now to a direct message, ensure that she gets it and nobody else. Kayla Johnson, that's your name? Mrs. sending you the credit through a direct message on
It's
Zoom.
Kayla Jackson.
Jackson. All right, it's Jackson. All right, so I see some hands raised. Ngozi, you may go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rosie Smith. The school I attend is Western STEM Academy. I really enjoy it here during my time here so far. And the teachers are excellent, and like being at the school has made me feel a lot more confident in my academic skills. I've always been a smart student, but like the teachers, they train me so well, and I feel a lot more confident about going into the exam room next month. My math wasn't always like my strong point, but I've been getting better at it. Like I'm pretty good with like most subjects, but like math and chemistry are like two I need extra help with. But I'm starting to feel a lot more confident in my skills nowadays, and I just feel confident that I'll pass my exams.
Thank you so much, Ngozi. Ngozi is one of our students, and she's expressing that she feels ready after being at Western STEM Academy. And that's what we want for everyone on the platform. So thank you for sharing, Ngozi. We really do appreciate you, and thank you for being so open and honest with your feedback. We appreciate you. I see some other hands, so it's gonna take a few more before we go into what we have planned for today. All right. So there are a lot of persons in the waiting room, but are we at the maximum? They're not being allowed in. No, 91. All right. So there are two hands. Give me one hand that is raised. Give me the name. I'm not sure why I can't see them. Repeat. So Anna Warrican, your hand is raised. You may go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Anna Warrican, and I attend the St. Vincent Girls High School in St. Vincent. Am I ready for exams? I'm in sciences, so I do all three sciences as well as AdMath. I'm definitely the most worried for AdMath and probably chemistry and physics. I've been trying to attend as many meetings, like when they're groups online. I'm in a lot of Discord servers, so I'll try to join the meetings and go over past papers with them. So far, it's been okay, but I definitely still have a lot of work to do.
All right.
Especially for the subjects.
Say the last part again, Anna.
Especially for those subjects.
All right. Thank you so much, Anna. I'm going to allow you to just tell me the country that you're from one more time and the school that you attend. One more time.
St. Vincent Girls High School in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us here today, Anna. I'm happy that you were able to introduce yourself, and I'm happy that you were able to join us on this platform. So that's what I'm telling you, where I'm telling you that a lot of students from other regions are also on the platform. So it's a collaborative networking event where you can get as much out of this experience as possible. So thank you for being so open, Anna, and for even expressing that you go to all the CSEC forum that you can, so that you can get enough as you continue to prepare for the exam. Great job. All right. So thank you so much. Another hand, Giovanni. Okay, Giovanni Campbell, you are next. I think you might be the last one in this section. Go ahead, Giovanni.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Giovanni Campbell. I attend the Knox Community College, currently doing an associate in engineering. Whether or not I am ready for CSEC physics, I have to put in the most effort to pass it, because without it, I can't matriculate to second year. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, Giovanni. We appreciate you sharing, and we know that you'll pass. We know that you'll do very, very well. All right, Amelia Lewin is asking if she can go next. So I'm going to allow Amelia to go ahead next.
Good morning. My name is Amelia Lewin. I attend the Claude McKay High School. I'm not really ready for exams.
Why do you feel this way, Amelia?
Because I'm not really good at math and it's challenging sometimes in
So
some topics.
math is a challenging area. We appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much for that. And I know, or I feel like after this session, you'll feel a little better. All right. I'm really hoping for that, Amelia. All right. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, so I know a lot of persons want to share, but we really want to get started. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to allow you to go ahead and introduce yourselves in the, oh, the chat is still turned off, right? Oh, we had turned off the chat from school. Can I turn it off from here? Let me just double check. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get the chat on, or you know what, better yet, introduce yourselves on the YouTube platform. I'm gonna go ahead and share the link and we'll read them from YouTube. I know that the Zoom is limited in a way, but there was only one hand up. All right, there's only one hand up, so we're going to allow that person to finish last and then we'll continue. Shadeen, you may go ahead. You're the last one in this round. Shadeen, go ahead. Shadeen K, she's talking. Did I turn my computer down again?
Good afternoon. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
My name is Shadeen Case and I attend the Adrenaline High School and I'm not ready for exam.
You're not feeling ready for the exam. Why is that?
Because I'm actually slow in the maths area.
So you're saying that math is the challenge. All right. Same thing as I said earlier, where I believe that after this session, you'll feel a little better and we still have some time. We don't have a lot of time, but we still have some time and we're going to do the best that we can with the time that we have to ensure that you are successful in the examinations. So thank you so much for sharing. All right. So what I'm going to do, I wish the chat was on for everybody so that we could say our name, the school that we're from, and how do we feel. So since the chat is not on, and you're going to send us direct messages and we can read out some. I've sent the link to the YouTube channel in the chat. So you should be seeing it now. Just go ahead and go on the channel. I want you to do two things. I want you to press subscribe. And the second thing that I want you to do is to introduce yourself under the comment section. And then we'll read some of them and we'll take some winners from there as well. All right, so let me know if you're all able to see it. Are you all able to see it?
Yes, miss.
All right, everybody is able to, even if it went already, you can still introduce yourself, ensure that you want subscribe. We're picking out some winners. Let me hear your name and let me also hear which school you're from and how are you feeling about the exams. All right, you can share the video with other classmates in your class groups as well. All right, so the first thing that we have planned for you today, we have two main things planned for you. We have a motivational session, we have some study skills, and we want to hear the subjects that you all are doing, the ones that you feel ready for, and the ones that you don't feel ready for. We want to know that. That's very, very important to us. All right, so I'm going to allow you to type them on the channel as well in terms of what subjects you are doing and which subjects you feel ready for and the subjects that you don't feel ready for, and somebody is collecting that information. Whilst you do that, I'm going to allow Ms. Simpson to start with some study strategies that you can use to get ready for the exam, because I feel like a lot of us are not feeling ready and we have this much time. So Ms. Simpson, I'm going to allow you to go ahead and give us some study strategies that we can use going into the exam. Over to you, Ms. Simpson. You are hearing us, Ms. Simpson?
You went out a while ago. Could you repeat?
Okay, I was saying that I'm going to turn over to Ms. Simpson to give us some study strategies that we can use as we go into the examination.
All right, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm just gonna share my screen and we'll get started. Are we all seeing my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right, so good afternoon again, everybody. I know that we're a little bit nervous because CXC is like practically tomorrow, but no need to worry. We have all the tips to get you ready for the exam. We have all the things that you need to expect, all the things that you need to do, what not to do to be completely prepared for this examination, all right? All right, so let's talk about how we can prepare, some study tips, what to expect on the exam day and even after the exam. Because it doesn't just end there, because we know that after the exam, there's a whole little waiting period where anxiety is going to be top notch when you're waiting on your results, right? I would love if some of you do talk to me because I don't like to talk to myself. So stop me at any point, raise your hand, give me a little feedback, all right?
Okay, miss.
Okay, miss.
So how do you prepare for the exam? First and foremost, ensure that you have a copy of all of the syllabus for each of your subject areas that you are doing, right? So the English syllabus, math, all the syllabus that you will need to continue to study. So you're tracking everything and they can all be found online. Go to the CXC website, go to the Ministry of Education website, just type in CXC English syllabus, CXC math syllabus, and you will find them online. What do you do with this? At this point, your teacher should have exhausted the syllabus and you should be in the review session. How are you sure you're going to track it? So you're going to now look at the syllabus to see this is section 1, this is section 2. Have we covered this? Have we not covered this? If there's something that you still see on the syllabus that has not been covered, not be shy, approach your teacher in a respectable manner. Hi, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, miss. I noticed this is on the syllabus and we haven't covered it yet. Is it that you think we don't need to know it, or is it that we just didn't have the time? You try to find out, try to communicate. This exam, passing the exam is up to you. Even though your teachers are here to ensure that you get the best education possible, the onus is still on you to follow through with every single thing to ensure that you do pass the exam, right? What you're going to do now, after you have matched up everything that you have learned with everything that you're supposed to know, you're going to create a dedicated space for studying. So it's not in your bed, because you will fall asleep. I was doing CXC once. I know that trick. Oh, I study best at night in my bed. No, you're going to fall asleep. You are going to fall asleep. Do not study in your couch where you can watch TV, because you are going to watch TV. Try to dedicate an area. You're saying something?
Yes, I'm saying that I do actually like every day I actually log into my laptop and do school on my couch, but I do not watch TV. Actually, I don't even have a TV in here. But yeah, I find myself to be like most productive like during the daytime, because at nighttime my brain just like slows down. Like that's the worst time for me to study. So I like.
Right. So it's good that you know your strengths. You know that in the daytime, that's the time that you choose to study, because that's when your brain is active. At night, when everybody's sleeping, all the lights are off, you're going to be convinced to go to bed as well. So you create a space that's dedicated for studying, the space that will not be disturbed by anything else. You live with your parents, brothers, sisters, cousins. You let them know this is my study space. CXC is in 2 weeks. I don't have time for anything else. When I am in this zone, you let me be in this zone, right? Get the logistics out of the way early. What do I mean by logistics? You need to be sure of the time of each of your exams. If you have 2 exams on that day, you need to ensure that you know the time. So most exams, you have morning exams that would begin at 9, and then your afternoon exams would begin at 1. However, you don't know if there might be a slight change in any of the times on the timetable. So you want to ensure that you are completely aware of all of that. Get your stationery out of the way, as simple as it sounds. I've witnessed far too many times students walking into exam, Miss, I don't have a pencil. Miss, I don't have a pen. Miss, I don't have a ruler. You were so caught up with studying that you forgot about the simple things. Get your pencil case or whatever it is, you set it down from now, put in all your pencils, put in all your pens, put in your timetable, your eraser, every single thing that you will need for the exam. So that on the morning, you're not running back and forth trying to find a pencil or trying to find a pen, because that will allow you to now panic about every single thing. Create a study plan. And then let's talk about how we can create a study plan. So everybody's telling you to study, but what on earth is studying? Is it just reading? Like, what is it? So it's acquiring knowledge or information about a particular subject area, right? So you do this by reading, researching, practicing, and all of those things. You're engaging with a particular topic or subject matter in order to gain a deeper understanding of it. So here are some of my study tips that I absolutely live by, tips that worked for me when I was in high school, tips that worked for me when I was in university. These are things that I swear by. So you start early. The last minute, night before the exam thing, it's a myth. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you don't need to study for 2 weeks before. Just do it on the night before. No, you're beginning to study a few weeks before the exam to give yourself ample time to review the material thoroughly. You're not swatting, because if you end up having 2 different exams on one day, how hard is it going to now be to swat everything the night before, right? You're studying everything weeks before. Create a schedule. So you're making a schedule to help you stay organized, stay on track. You're putting your specific times to your specific subject areas. And then you want to practice active learning, because reading can be quite boring. So you're going to engage in activities by taking notes, summarizing the concepts, creating flashcards for your math and science subjects. You start solving problems. Ask yourself, I wonder what this topic would look like in a question in the exam. Create that question in your mind and try to solve it. You can do that with math, accounts, chemistry, physics, all of those subjects. You can try to create the question, try to think like the examiner. What will this question look like? What could they possibly ask? And you find answers to that. You can use mnemonic devices. And for those who don't know what mnemonic devices are, so these are memory aids that help you to remember complex information. For example, using Roy G. Biv to remember all the colors of the rainbow, right? So you're using acronyms or other memory aids that help you to remember these information. You can study in groups. You're seeing your friends all day, every day at school, rather than sitting down, talking about things that aren't necessarily important at the moment. You're studying in groups, right? And you must also take breaks. So I'm here giving you all this advice on how to study, but you have to take breaks, because you can't study for 8 hours straight. Chances are 7 out of those 8 hours, nothing will cement in your brain. So you're going to take breaks probably every hour or so to give your brain a rest. And sleep. Sleep is so important. Nobody needs to brag about them not needing sleep. That's not it. Our generation, we love to talk about how we don't need to sleep, or we'll sleep when we're dead. No, you need to sleep. No, it's crucial for retaining information. It's crucial for remembering all the things that you have learned, all that you have studied. Are we all following so far? Do I have any questions so far?
No, miss.
No, miss.
Practice
Good so
past,
far, miss.
practice past papers. So CXC, here's a little trick. For your multiple choice papers, a lot of them are repeated. A lot of the questions are drawn from past papers. So for your paper ones, a lot of them are repeated questions. If you practice past papers from now to 10 years ago, from 2012 coming straight up or 2013 coming straight up, I'm almost sure you're gonna probably see some questions repeated, and then you will know right away, oh, that's the answer to that question. Or if it's not the same question, it's something similar, which will allow you to answer it or answer it correctly. So practice, practice, practice past papers. I tell my students at this point, you have learned everything that you need to learn. It's all in the practice. You have covered the bulk of the syllabus. You have covered the material. All that's left is the application. And how can you apply what you've learned? You can practice, practice, practice these past papers. Positivity. Positivity. Power is in staying positive. So a positive mindset can help you to stay motivated and focused. It can help you to believe in yourself and help you to actually succeed. Stay hydrated and nourished. If you are not eating well, if you're not getting enough water, you will shut down in the exam. I'm not just saying this, I've seen it happen before, where students would come in, they are dehydrated, they are hot, it's the summertime, your classes are probably hot and filled with students. You need to ensure that you walk with your water, so that if you're feeling a little bit dizzy, you're feeling a little stressed or anxious, you take a sip of your water. Ensure that you have breakfast before the exam. Do not think, oh, I'm too nervous to eat. No, because you'll go in there, you'll get hungry, you can't leave to go buy a snack, you'll blank out. So ensure that you stay hydrated and you have good food before going into your exam. What are we looking at for exam day now? So I would assume that everyone here doing the exam already has their timetable. You will be seated according to your candidate number, which is on your timetable. So you can't go in and pick any seat you want or sit beside your friend. No, you're seated according to your number. Typically, the number is taped to the desk. You're required to have your timetable with you and your photo ID to enter the exam. Your photo ID can be your school ID, or if you have any other, your passport, any other form of identification. I do believe that a photo signed by a justice of the peace is also acceptable. Your pencil case. You're not allowed to bring in anything into the exam that the examiner cannot see through. So what is usually recommended is you can get a little Ziploc bag or one of those clear plastic bags that you can put your pencils in, your sharpener, your eraser, your pen, anything that you need to bring into the exam so that the examiner can actually see through it. Paper 2 exams, which are your long papers, they generally range between 2 to 3 hours, depending on your subject. You will find on average that they're 2 hours and 30 minutes. Some subjects, probably like accounts, might go 3 hours. However, most of them are 2 hours, 30 minutes. Your paper 1 exams now, these are between 1 hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes. Most of them will actually land in the 1 hour, 15 minutes region. This is your multiple choice paper. You are advised to answer every single thing on the paper, even if you don't know it. Do not leave anything blank. All right, so you will not be allowed to enter the exam if you're more than 30 minutes late. So please be early for your exam. My teacher used to tell me if you're on time, you are late. So your exam starts at 9, try to be at school by 8 so that you can get your things together, get seated, and just wait until it's time for the exam to begin. You will not be allowed to leave the exam room in the final 30 minutes of the exam. So even if you're finished early and there's 30 minutes left, the invigilator will not allow you to leave. So just try to use that time to look over. If you want to use the bathroom, that's a supervised visit by your invigilator as well. And if it is that you break any of these rules or you disobey whatever instructions are read to you, the invigilator has the right to remove you from the exam. So you're trying to stay on the good side, on the right side. Try not to have any hiccups on that day. Do's and don'ts. So you do arrive early, you come prepared, you remain calm, you focus on your own paper. As I mentioned before, you bring your water, you bring your pencils, your pens, and your erasers, calculators if needed, rulers if needed. Don'ts, you do not arrive late. You try your best not to panic. You do not focus on your friends. You do not rush through the paper, and you do not leave unanswered questions. In your multiple choice, you have a 25% chance of getting it right, even if you don't know the answer. So try your best to find something to think about it and ensure that you answer the question. In your paper 2 questions, think about it, try to use word association sometimes, even if the concept seems foreign to you, try to answer the questions, because the beauty of it is you're writing. Markers can probably pick sense out of nonsense sometimes, right? So you're trying your best to ensure that nothing is left blank. If you leave the paper blank, that's a 0% chance of getting it correct. If you try to come up with something, I'm pretty sure you're smart students. Even if you're not 100% sure what the question is asking, use your other skill sets, use your critical thinking to try to answer these questions. After the exam, after you have walked out of an exam, I found that when I'm doing exams, the most annoying thing to me after I've walked out of an exam is when someone is constantly talking about that exam, especially if you have other exams to do. Now, if you dwell on what happened in this very exam, if you made a mistake, whether you didn't make a mistake, whether you're unsure about your pass rate, if you dwell on that, it's going to affect all the other exams coming forward, because you're now going to start doubting yourself. The anxiety is going to come up and you will not be able to finish. Try to not dwell on what happened in the exams. I see someone's hand. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add on to this. I did math last year, like general math in Form 4. And it was June 2022. Everyone was talking about how difficult the exam was. And people were posting like solutions to the exam, and people were going through it and be like, oh, I got that wrong, And I just didn't watch a single video. And come September, I got my one, and I was so happy I didn't worry.
Right. That's an excellent excellent point, and congrats on your one. That happens a lot where people are, no, this isn't how it's done. This isn't how it's done. A lot of the times you'll panic and you'll think that you failed the exam. And so going forward, you start to fail your other exams because you're still panicking about that first one. As long as persons are talking about it, try to stay far from it, all right? Try to, and don't be the person that talks about it either. Don't go to your friends and say, this is how it's done, because it's not going to be helpful if it's a case where they didn't do it the way that you did. It's only going to add more stress. Now we have that waiting period between June and August when you've finished your exams and results are coming out, and you're starting to stress, you're starting to panic, especially when it sets into probably that first or second week in August. Just try to be comfortable in the fact that you did your best. You're going to try to relax, have some fun. The exam has already ended, it's already gone. You cannot change it by worrying about it. So just practice and prepare from now so that when that time comes, when that waiting period comes, you will be able to just relax and be comfortable knowing that you did your very best, right? Now, if it's a case where you have subject areas that you need help with, we do offer CSEC classes here at Western STEM Academy. Even though these exams are coming up in like 5 minutes, we still have time to prepare. So you can contact us, you can check out our website, you can give us a call, you can visit us, you can send us an email, and we'll be sure to meet you where you're at. If this is a topic you're having a challenge with, we'll meet you there and we'll run through that topic with you. All right, so I am wishing you the best of luck, and I'm sure that you have all got this. You will do excellent on your exams. I will now ask if there are any questions before I hand over back to Mrs. Graham. Yes, Anna.
Can you return to the previous slide, please?
Okay. This one?
Yes.
All right. Do I have any other questions about what to expect on exam day? Or are we all clear or familiar with the setting of it?
Yes, Miss,
Yes, Miss.
I have a good understanding of what to expect. So
All right, that's great. And Ngozi, someone else was saying anything? Something, sorry. All right, so if we are all clear, I will now hand over back to Mrs. Graham. It was lovely sharing these tips with you. Oh, I see another hand. Go ahead, Amoya.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Good afternoon.
Miss, I would just like to know if you have two exams on the same day that's scheduled for the same time in the morning or in the afternoon, how exactly are you going to do both exams on the same day?
You have it scheduled for the same time?
Yes, I think it's food and nutrition and physics. They're both on like the same morning time.
Morning. All right. So what you would do, you would contact the CSEC coordinator at your school, who will then now talk to your examiner and they will arrange for it. So it's very rare. It does happen sometimes. It's very rare though that you find someone having two exams at the same time. But what you'll do, you'll contact your coordinator. If you're not sure who that is, you can ask your teacher or your principal, and they will now speak with the examiner from CSEC, and they'll now try to arrange a time for you to do that exam. It will be done on the same day. Maybe you'll get to do it in the afternoon or an hour after you finish the first one. However they can arrange it, they'll arrange it so that you can do it, all right?
Okay, Miss, thank you.
Go ahead, Ngozi.
okay, are you hearing me, by the way? Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
So I have like a few concerns about like paper 3 HSB, because as you know, like I'm a private candidate and stuff. I haven't been able to like find any paper 3s for HSB, and I'm wondering if there's any labs that I have to do for it or anything like apart from just writing. I'm wondering if there's any experiments that I have to do for HSB.
All right, so great question, Ngozi. Thank you for that. So a lot of you who are private candidates would be doing paper 3 instead of your SBA. For our SBA students, I'm expecting that all your SBAs have been completed and submitted already so that you can focus on studying for your exam. Paper 3s are a little bit more difficult to find in terms of past papers because they do not happen as common as our paper 1 and our paper 2. So Ngozi, I will work on that privately for you, try to source some paper 3 for HSB, you said, and see if I can share them with you, all right?
Thank you very much.
Anna?
Can we write the exam in blue pen? Because I have an entire box of them.
If you can write it in blue pen. Yes, you can write in black or blue, but for your multiple choice, pencils only. So for your MCQ questions, pencils only. You will be required to write on the front of the booklet in your pen, and on the back, the receipt that you will receive to say, yes, you've actually done your exam. You'll require to write that in pen as well. But there will be no, on the paper that you were given, the MCQ paper, there will be no pen on that because you will not be marked for it if you write in pen. You have another question, Anna?
No.
All right. Anybody else? All right, so with that being said, Mrs. Graham, I hand over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Simpson. That was an excellent presentation. Let's put our hands together for Ms. Simpson, everyone. I'm sure that you all learned a lot from the presentation. Let's put our hands together if we did. Let me see those claps on Zoom. Let me see. All right, thank you so much, Ms. Simpson. You gave us a wealth of information as we prepare for the exams in terms of study strategies, what happens before the exams, during the exams, after the examinations. And I want us to take action going forward, not just listen and not start preparing, start studying, go ahead and discuss exams after they're finished. No, we will actually change, because education is all about a change in behavior. And if you get something from this session, then of course I know that you will act differently as the students in the past have. All right, so now we're ready for our affirmations, because we actually intended to finish at 1 o'clock. We're quite on time. So we're doing our affirmations. I want all of us to know, take a minute, and we're going to take a deep breath in. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to let it out. One more deep breath in, and let it out. I want you to just calm yourself. Bring yourself together, knowing that you are powerful, knowing that you are capable, knowing that you will be successful despite all the emotions that you are experiencing right now. I want you to understand that success is yours. You are going to be successful. You are going to get good grades on all of your CSEC subjects. That's the first part in being successful. You have to believe in it. You have to see it. You have to start envisioning it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn over to Ms. Miles, who has an activity for you, where you are going to continue this affirmation, where you will believe in your success. We've had students who have gotten all grade 1s, 8 grade 1s, 9 grade 1s, 10 grade 1s, and that is what we want for you. But the first step is to believe. And once you believe, the next step is to start taking action. But you cannot take action if you don't believe. You cannot take action if you're worrying and saying, I'm not good in math and I'm just gonna fail. There are people who have gone through. There are people who have spent 2 full years online. And while nothing is wrong with online learning, I'm talking about in the heights of COVID, where a lot of schools were uncertain. They weren't getting any lessons, and they were able to get good grades. We've had students who were able to get all grade 1s, and there's nothing different about them, right? They're in the same situation. Well, they were in the same situation as you are right now. So I understand that all of us are from different backgrounds. All of us are experiencing different emotions. A lot of us are worried even as it relates to what's gonna happen after CSEC. But I want us to take it one day at a time, knowing that you are successful, knowing that God has given you everything that you need, and He has not brought you this far to leave you. You are at the finish line, and you are going to finish strong. Let me hear you say finish strong. Let's hear the voices together saying finish strong. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Finish
strong.
Finish strong.
One more with a little bit. Finish strong. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Finish
Strong.
I need you to believe it. I need you to start seeing yourself, seeing the results coming in with just grade 1s on it, right? It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what you are going through, right? It doesn't matter what you're going through. I know a lot of you, you're from different backgrounds. A lot of you, you're facing personal situations, personal challenges that sometimes stand in the way, and you're like, I'm not gonna get it. Things are not so good at home. Because those things play a part of it. You're worrying about mommy, you're worrying about daddy, you're worrying about your guardian, but this is your opportunity to make a difference. Education is important, and that is why we are all here today, to encourage you, to empower you, for you to know that it doesn't matter, you can do it. Persons have done it before, and you are equipped to do it. There's nothing different about you. You have everything that you need to be successful. You just have to start believing, and once you start believing, then you start acting, right? Do I have your commitment that you are going to start acting as if you've already gotten your grade 1s by doing the actions and believing in yourself? Do I have your commitment?
Yes, miss.
That is what I want. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, students. I'm telling you, you're gonna be successful. This is just the beginning of the greatness that is in store for you. There is greatness in store for you. So I'm going to hand over to Miss Mel's now, who has a little activity for you. And I need you to give your full participation because you are going to be successful. Miss Mel's.
Good morning, everyone. Are you hearing me?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right, so we will be doing a little activity. So you had that wonderful speech by Mrs. Graham just now. So on the paper that you wrote, I will get all grade one. Ensure that your name is on it as well as the name of your school. Put a green tick on your screen if you have your name, the name of your school, and you have the note, I will get all grade ones. Put a green tick on your screen. All right, so if you don't have it as yet, get a piece of paper. You're going to write your name, the name of your school, and you're going to write, I will get all grade ones. I'm giving you 30 seconds to finish. All right, so it has been 30 seconds now. Is everyone ready?
Can you see?
Yes, so you have it. Hold on. So everyone is ready. So this is what you'll be doing. The first person to comment, I will get all grade one on the YouTube channel will get a prize. The first person to comment on the YouTube channel, I will get all grade ones, will get a prize.
Somebody's sharing their camera, miss. Anna, or
Hello, you were saying something?
never mind. Miss.
Hi, I'm not sure if you heard, but I thought you told us to write it down on a piece of paper to share your screen, so I did that at first.
Yes, so you were supposed to write it down on a paper, and once you wrote it on the paper, then the next part of the activity would be to go on YouTube and comment, I will get all grade ones.
Miss Miles,
Yes, Miss Simpson?
I'm seeing comments on YouTube, so are you checking to see? I'm seeing
Yes,
some comments.
yes, I'm checking. I'm seeing a few comments. For the persons who didn't get to complete it, I'm just giving a little extra time for that so everyone can have a chance of participating. All right, so I was just checking on YouTube now. The winner of that activity was Michaela, so congratulations, Michaela. You can send a message in the chat to Miss Scarlett to receive your prize. That's for Michaela. So congratulations. Everyone give her a round of applause. Right, perfect. So for those who didn't win any prize for that, thank you for participating. We have another activity. Is everyone hearing me clearly?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
All right.
Yes.
So the next activity is to take a photo of the workshop screen. You're going to post it on Instagram and tag us. And also you must follow us on Instagram. So this winner will be selected randomly. I'm going to repeat the instructions. Take a photo of the workshop showing your screen. You're going to post it on Instagram and tag us, and you must also follow us.
Of this screen, huh? This screen? Which screen are we posting?
This one. You see it?
Yes.
Take a picture of our screen. You're going to post it on Instagram, tag us, and you must also follow us. And we're on Instagram at Western STEM underscore Academy. Western STEM underscore Academy.
I did it.
All right, so we're checking the Instagram. I'm only seeing one person who have tagged us so far. Remember, we're selecting a random winner here, so you never know if you might be selected. Take a picture of your screen, post it on Instagram, tag us, and also follow us at Western STEM underscore Academy.
Excuse me, so
Jenny, could you repeat?
if my page is private.
Well, if you want to participate, you have to unprivate it at this time. All right, so we're wrapping up for that section. Let me check to see who is the winner of that activity. All right, so the winner of that activity is They Love Zoe. They Love Zoe, are you here? They Love Zoe, are you on? They, all right. Our official winner for that challenge is Unstoppable Chin. Unstoppable Chin, are you here?
Yes, miss.
All right, so you're the winner of that challenge. You can message Miss Scarlett to receive your prize. Thank you very much for participating. And our final activity is the first person to comment under our recent post, comment that I will get all grade 1 on our Instagram. The first person to comment under one of our recent posts, I will get all grade 1 will receive a prize. The one you're selected as the winner, Rochelle, Kayla, who do you think will be the winner? Remember, you have to be positive. Seen a lot of comments. Rochelle Simpson, do you think you're selected as the winner?
I hope so. Am I?
Kayla, do you think you're
Kidding.
selected? Not kidding. Well, if you commented, you don't have a problem. Maybe you're selected. Jada, Amoya, Ria, Ziana, Roshana, Abby. Can be any one of you. Let's see who's it going to be. So far, we have 11 persons who have commented. Only 11 persons. Wonder if it's Ngozi. Amelia.
Did I win?
You're asking.
Did I win?
You should tell me that you won. You're
I
asking.
won.
All right, let's check for a winner now. All right, so the winner for that challenge is, can I have a drum roll? Maya Maris 16. Is Maya Maris here?
Yes, Miss.
All right, so you're selected as the winner for that challenge. Let's check to see if you're following, because you have to be following before you can receive the prize. So let's see. All right, so Moya Mari 16 is the winner for that. Congratulations. You can message Miss Scarlett to receive your prize. All right, so thank you all for participating in that activity. We have one more. So in order to be called on, you'll have to raise your hand for this section, and I'll have to identify you before we can go ahead. Wait, Ngozi, you can't raise your hand as yet. Don't raise your hand as yet because I haven't given the instructions. So let's go. Yes, Miss Simpson.
I bet you Ngozi knows the answer. She's very smart.
She knows, but I didn't give the instructions as yet.
I did not want to be left out this time, so I just wanted to move faster.
So you're going ahead. Okay. Hello, Miss. Zachary said hi.
Hi, Zachary.
Hi. Oh my God, Zachary wanted to say hi. So everyone, that's Zachary Clark, one of our students. All right, so for this activity, you will be recalling on some of the tips that Miss Simpson gave. So you have to list at least 3 tips that Miss Simpson gave on CSEC. So let's go by raising your hand. All right, so I'm seeing Shalise. Go ahead, Shalise. And also, you should say the name of your school. So just introduce yourself and tell me the name of your school before you start. So go ahead, Shalise. All right, I'm not hearing from Shalise and Ngozi. Go ahead.
Okay, I go to Western STEM Academy, as you know by now. So one of the tips that I made a note of was to create a study plan, which I actually do.
All right, and what about the other 2? Remember, it's 3 tips.
Oh, yes. The other 2 is to ensure that there syllabus, that I have a copy of the syllabus, and to create a space to study.
All right, thank you very much for that, Ngozi. Let's see, Bree, go ahead. Bree, go ahead, Bree.
Hi, I'm Brianna Grant.
Hi, Brianna Grant. I'm not hearing.
Okay, the three tips.
Bree, you're breaking. Brianna, you're breaking up.
Okay. First that it's a schedule.
All right, I wasn't really hearing Brianna clearly. She was breaking up. Kayla, go ahead. Kayla Jackson.
Three tips that Miss Cincy gave were start studying early, create a study schedule, and practice active learning.
All right, thank you very much for that, Kayla. Jordan, go ahead.
Okay, I'm Jordan Cameron from Melee High School, and three tips that were suggested were to not ponder on the exam after you leave the exam, get sleep before the exam, and remember to carry your necessary stationery.
All right, thank you very much for that, Jordan. And Ngozi, you have another question?
Oh no, sorry, I forgot to lower my hand.
All right, anyone else to go? We're selecting two winners from this challenge, two winners. All right, I'm seeing Sherry K. Harris. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Sherky Harris. I'm from the Charlemont High School. Three study tips are study with a group, take break, get plenty of sleep.
All right, thank you very much for that, Ms. Harris. All right, so let's select our winner now.
Miss Miles, you want to try Brianna again? I see her hand up.
Oh, Brianna, you're back. All right, go ahead, Brianna.
Yes, Miss, my wife kicked me off.
All right, you can go ahead again.
Okay, so the three exam tips suggested for me was like create a schedule for studying so we can keep on track, get enough rest, and bring water to the exam day so you don't get dehydrated.
All right, thank you very much for that, Brianna. All right, so winners for that challenge, we have Brianna and we have Ngozi. So our two winners, Brianna and Ngozi. You can message Miss Scarlett to receive your prize. That's Brianna and Ngozi.
Miss, what did you say I should message?
All right, you messaged her already. Okay, perfect.
Miss, who did you say I should message? I didn't hear that.
Miss Scarlett.
Where is her number? Miss, I don't see a number for this person.
All right, she's renaming herself now. So once you see her, you can message her. That's for Bree and Ngozi. All right, so I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Graham at this time. Thank you very much for partaking in that activity.
Let's give a hand for Miss Miles and Miss Scarlett with all the little goodies. We wish you were closer to give you some physical ones, but this is what we're giving you for now. And this will also help you to study. You can add credit, top up your phones, and also, you know, go on the internet, because a part of studying is also getting external resources and group studying. And now that we have this group, the aim is for us to have group study more, right? So we're going to be using the group in a constructive way going forward. I'm taking your word on that. So no conversation that's not related to group studying or becoming successful, nothing degrading towards each other, all right? So thank you so much, Miss Miles and Miss Scarlett, for that. We really appreciate the wonderful gifts. Congratulations again to all the students who have won so far some prizes for themselves. Please claim your prizes. Years upon years, we've had students not claiming their prizes. They're all here. They're going down nicely. So please message so that you can claim your prizes. All right, so we're at a very interesting part where we're going to be wrapping up. But before we do that, we have to see where is everyone in terms of the exam. What are some of the subjects that you are comfortable with? And what are the subjects that you're not so comfortable with? So let me just go ahead and share my screen with you one more time. And this will be the last part of the session, and then we wrap up. Can you plug this phone back in for me, Miss Scarlett? The charger is here. All right, so we're going to go into our analysis of where we are right now in terms of what subjects we are good at and the subjects that we're having challenges with. So I'm going to allow everyone or a few persons to share the subjects that you do, the ones that are challenging and the ones that you are good at. So the strong ones and the ones that you need some touch up in. We're going to take a little moment to talk about those. So I see Amelia's hand. So Amelia, you're going to give me a list of your subjects and let me know which subjects you are comfortable with and the subjects that you need some help with. Let's go. Go ahead, Amelia.
I do 8 subjects. I do OA, EDPM, Maths and English, 8 bio, into science, chemistry.
All right. Go ahead, your strong subjects.
I'm comfortable with EDPM and OA and English.
Yeah, and which ones you're not comfortable with?
With chemistry and maths and HNS bio and into science.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. And what are we gonna do about that? What's the plan of action?
Study more.
We're gonna study and we're gonna practice more. Starting when?
Starting today.
today. That's what we want to hear. So the first thing that you have to do, you have to literally have your syllabus beside you. And once you have your syllabus, you are able to actually identify what are the objectives for each subject that I do. Which ones am I having a challenge with? What is it that I need to go over? All right. So that's what we're going to look for, or that's what we're going to be needing. So I see other hands up. So we're going to take action. Give me another hand that is up next. Jordan Cameron, go ahead. Give me your subjects, all the subjects that you do. What are your strong subjects and what are the weaker subjects for you? Go ahead.
Okay, so I also do 8 subjects. I do economics, visual arts, IT, building and furniture technology, math and English, social studies, and I think that's it. And I would say my weakest subjects are math and economics, while and my strongest subjects are visual arts. Oh, I also do French. My strongest subjects are visual arts, French, and English.
All right, thank you so much. So what are we gonna do about that now?
Practice more past papers and well, just go through the syllabus and relearn and restudy those topics.
All right, so we're gonna take action starting when?
Last month.
Thank you, that's it, starting last month. That's the energy. We have space for one more person. Give me the other person. Janae, you may go ahead. For the others, you can type them in the chat. Janae, all the subjects that you do, the strong subjects and the weaker subjects.
Good morning. Good evening. I do 4 subjects. The weaker subjects is English and maths.
Strong ones?
PE and clothing.
What are we gonna do about the English and the math?
Do past paper, watch YouTube, and study more.
Definitely. We're gonna take action. And when will we start?
Today, miss.
That's the energy. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. This is not just for the persons who share, this is for everyone. So I'm gonna ask all of you to get your notebooks and write them down. What are all the subjects that you do, which ones you are comfortable in. So the subjects that you're comfortable with and the subjects that you are not so comfortable, and what are you gonna do about them? Now, students tend to focus more on the weaker subjects towards this end. So you might say, all right, I'm good with PE, I'm good with social studies, but I'm not good with math and physics. I'm just gonna spend all the time on math and physics and forget about PE and social studies. I don't want us to become victims of that either. You are still going to brush up on your stronger subjects just the same, but you're gonna give the weaker subjects some time. So you're not going to neglect the ones that you're good at and feel as if, oh, I can take those for granted. You'll not take any subject for granted either. Don't want you to do that. All right. So before I ask you how was the session for you, I'm hearing the weaker subjects, and these are actually some sessions that we do have here at Western STEM Academy. So what we're gonna do, we're going to allow you to do a video review of the session. So you're going to do a video, tell us how was the session, and we will select 2 persons who will get a scholarship to attend Western STEM Academy's evening classes. So let me repeat that. You're going to do a video saying your name, the school you're attending, and how was the session for you. And 2 persons will be selected to get a scholarship to attend our evening classes, meaning you will pay no money to attend classes here at Western STEM Academy for the next month as you prepare for exam, right? So that's the first part. For the others, we will also have a special discount for you, where for all of the time right up to CSEC, we are going to give you classes for $10,000 only for the entire duration of the period. That's $10,000 for the entire duration of the period. So you can pay that, you can choose to pay it in 2 parts. $5,000 to start and $5,000 after, because we really do want to help you to prepare for exams. We really do want you to get the best results. Our students have been getting excellent results. We've worked with students from schools right across Jamaica and the Caribbean. So we've worked with over 10,000 CSEC sub students, and they've been able to get some amazing results. We have students getting grade 1s. We have almost 100% of our students getting grade 1s. And we have a student who was placed second in CSEC mathematics in the entire Jamaica after attending these sessions. So that student was placed second in CSEC math. We had another student who was placed 4th in CSEC physics. We had a student who was placed 13th in information technology. So these are just some results from our students. So we know that once you come here, you'll be comfortable. We have amazing teachers. You've met some of them like Miss Miles, Miss Simpson, Miss Scarlett is also a member of the team. We have other teachers like Miss Williams, Miss Smith. I'll tell them to take that out of this, please. All right. So we have amazing teachers here who have been helping our students to get excellent results, and that is what we want to offer you today. All right. So classes are just going to be for you for $10,000 from now until CSEC for mathematics, chemistry, biology, HSB, English language, and physics. So just let us know the subjects that you want, and it's going to be $10,000 per subject. All right. Now I'm going to ask you, how was the session for you before I go into any other questions that you might have, and I'll share the contact information once more. Ms. Simpson had shared it earlier. So let me hear from you. How was the session for you? Do you feel anything different? Do you feel as if other persons are feeling what you feel? Do you feel like you can make it? Yes. Let me hear from you and be honest and open.
Yes.
Close the door, Miss. Yes, go ahead.
I feel very motivated, and like I appreciate this workshop, and I appreciate like the words of encouragement and stuff. Like I've already had confidence in myself, but like hearing it from like people around me just kind of amplifies that and makes me feel even better.
All right, thank you so much for that. And Ngozi, one more person. One more person, go ahead. Amelia, go ahead, Amelia.
Miss, I feel encouraged, and I feel I can get all grade 1s.
That's the energy, Amelia. Thank you so much for sharing, and you're definitely going to get all grade 1s. Okay. All right, anybody else has anything else to share? How was it for you? Remember, you might just get a prize, who knows?
Hi, good afternoon. During this session, I had came in late, but for what I caught, it has encouraged me that I'm doing 14 subjects, and most of my subjects are sciences and maths and English. This session had made me more motivated than I was, so I feel that I'm definitely ready to do all these subjects.
Loving it, and you're gonna do well. You're all going to do well. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So we have a prize for the persons who are giving feedback. I hope you have flow though, because only you have 2 digits left. All right, let's see. All right, so we have space for one more. We have some prizes that we want to give away. We don't want to go away with them. Anybody else would like to share? How was it for you? You can be honest. If you still feel a little worried, be honest. If you feel motivated, be honest. Don't be afraid. I remember we mentioned that's also a part of being successful, being brave, you know, just standing up and going all out. All right. So we're going to be continuing to select winners. Bree has her hand up. We'll continue to select some persons who will be giving these prizes to, because you're all winners, to be honest. You can also comment on the YouTube channel if you're not comfortable speaking, which I understand. But Bree, you may go ahead now. Go ahead, Bree. How was it for you? We're not hearing Bree.
Okay. This session for me was really great. This session helped me build my confidence more, going forward to CSEC, and let me really feel like I really can get R1s in my subjects, and give me the mindset to move forward and strategize more and be like more determined and especially confident, because yeah, and this really helped, and I love the activities you guys put out for us. Like it wasn't like, you know, like doing things in our heads. They get what I'm saying? But this was really fun, and I love this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. We really appreciate you being here and sharing with us. Thank you. Especially it's a Saturday, it's your rest time, but you've taken the time out to be here. So that also means a lot to us. Thank you. Kalicia, your hand is up.
This session, it really encouraged me and gave me that little push I needed to become more confident. So now I'm sure I'm going to get all one in my subject. So yeah, thank you.
I love that. That's the energy. We're gonna get all one. So let's all chant that into the atmosphere as we wrap up. We don't have any more hands up, right? Good. So let's all chant in the atmosphere. We're going to unmute, and you're just going to say, I will get all grade ones in CSEC. Yes. So I will get all grade ones in CSEC. So after 3, 1, unmute now, 2, 3.
I will get
I
all
will
grade
All right, good. I love it. I love it. We're gonna do it one more time. Don't worry about the delay. That's totally fine. We're all just putting it out there into the atmosphere, affirming it and believing in ourselves as much as we're believing in each other. So we're going to do it one more time. I will get all grade ones, and you're also going to say you will get all grade ones to encourage your fellow peers who are on. So I will get all grade ones one more time. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
I will get all grade ones. You will get all grade ones.
All right.
You will get all grade.
So you will get all grade ones. No, after 3, 1, 2, 3.
You will get all
grade ones.
All right. Love it. Clap yourselves. You did great. Clap yourselves. Good job. Excellent. Students, teachers, parents, all of you were on. We have come to the end of our CSEC Workshop 2023. We want to say thank you so much for being a part of this workshop. Because of you, we feel encouraged. Students now feel encouraged, and we're telling you to go forth. If you have questions, the group is still open. We're going to open it some more so that you can talk. You can also still go over to the YouTube channel and give us some feedback, because we want to make it better for you. For the next one, we're going to do one more before CSEC, and we're going to do the others in the years to come. So we want to make it better. Thank you so much for being here, and do have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful rest of the CSEC period. Some persons have started the exams already. Thank you so much, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Miss.
Same to you.
Somebody's asking about the scholarship. For the scholarship, just do a video telling us how the session was, like a little selfie video, can be 30 seconds to a minute, saying my name is Felisa Ricketts, and I attended the CSEC workshop. It was great. I learned this. I feel encouraged, and send it to us, and you can get one of the scholarships. All right?
Okay, miss.
All right, thank you so much, and please do take care.
You too, Miss.
Thank you.